The landscape of South American defense is currently witnessing its most significant doctrinal shift in over half a century, a transformation anchored by the arrival of the Centauro II-BR. For decades, the armored backbone of the Brazilian army relied on the legendary but aging EE-9 Cascavel, a product of the domestic firm Engesa that once symbolized Brazil's global reach in the defense market. However, as the global security environment evolves towards high-intensity conflict and rapid maneuver warfare, the transition from the Cascavel's 90mm cannon to the Centauro II's 120mm Sledgehammer represents more than a mere equipment upgrade. It is the manifestation of a new strategic reality. At the core of this evolution is a rejection of the traditional reliance on heavy, tracked main battle tanks in favor of a highly mobile, wheeled platform that matches the firepower of the world's most advanced armored vehicles. The Centauro II-BR, developed through a partnership between the Italian consortium Iveco Otto Melara, CIO, and the Brazilian Defense Industrial Base, is widely considered the most lethal wheeled vehicle in existence. Its primary armament, a 120mm L-45 smoothbore gun, provides the Brazilian Army with a capability that was previously the exclusive domain of heavy tanks like the Leopard II or the M1 Abrams. In the South American context, where most regional powers utilize 105mm rifled guns on tracked platforms, the Centauro II-BR effectively leapfrogs the competition, offering a first-look, first-shot, first-kill advantage that fundamentally alters the regional balance of power. The decision to prioritize the Centauro II-BR over a new heavy-tracked tank is a calculated response to the unique geography of the Brazilian territory. Brazil possesses an expansive landmass exceeding 8.5 million square kilometers, characterized by a vast network of over 1.5 million kilometers of roads and highways. For a heavy tank weighing 60 tons or more, deployment across such distances requires a massive logistical tail, including specialized tank transporters and reinforced infrastructure to handle the weight. In contrast, the Centauro II, weighing approximately 30 tons, can self-deploy at speeds exceeding 105 kilometers per hour on highways. This allows the Brazilian Army to project power from the southern Pampas to the central highlands or the borders of the Amazon in a fraction of the time required for a tracked force. The strategic flexibility provided by an 8x8 chassis ensures that the Army can respond to threats or border incursions with the speed of a rapid reaction force, but with the lethality of a heavy armored division. The technological sophistication of the Centauro II-BR extends far beyond its main gun. The vehicle is equipped with the HITFACT turret, which integrates state-of-the-art optronics, including the Attila D panoramic commander's sight and the Lothar SD gunner's sight. These systems allow for hunter-killer operations, where the commander can identify a second target, while the gunner is engaging the first, ensuring continuous combat effectiveness in high-stress environments. Furthermore, the inclusion of digital battlefield management systems allows the Centauro II to act as a mobile command node, sharing real-time data with other assets like the VBTP-MR Guarani or the KC-390 Millennium aircraft. This network-centric approach to warfare is a critical component of the Army's Project Forces doctrine, aimed at modernizing the military for the challenges of the mid-21st century. From an economic and industrial perspective, the Centauro II program is a cornerstone of the Novo PAC, New Growth Acceleration Program, and the broader National Defense Strategy. The investment, totaling approximately 5 billion Brazilian reals for the initial batches, is not merely a purchase of foreign technology, but a strategic infusion into the Brazilian Defense Industrial Base, BID. The production of these vehicles involves significant participation from the Iveco Defense Vehicles, IDV, plant in Sete Lagoas, Minas Gerais. This local production ensures a high degree of transfer of technology, allowing Brazilian engineers to master the complexities of modern turret integration, ballistic protection, and electronic warfare systems. By localizing 60% of the production and maintenance, Brazil secures its strategic autonomy, ensuring that the fleet can be sustained and upgraded independently of foreign political pressures or supply chain disruptions. The recent completion of the Punhos de Aço exercises in late 2025 provided the first real-world validation of this platform in a multi-domain environment. During these trials, the two initial prototypes, symbolically named Osorio and Santa Maria, demonstrated exceptional performance in cross-country mobility and firing accuracy. The data collected from these tests in the harsh environments of the Marambaia proving grounds confirmed that the 120mm gun could penetrate the frontal armor of any contemporary armored vehicle found in South America at ranges exceeding 2,000 meters. This capability serves as a powerful deterrent, signaling that Brazil possesses the technical and operational means to protect its green Amazon and its vast maritime and terrestrial resources. Critics of the wheeled doctrine often point to the superior armor protection of tracked tanks. However, the Centauro 2BR addresses this through a modular armor approach and an advanced hull design optimized for mine and IED protection. In modern warfare, as observed in recent global conflicts, survival is increasingly dependent on not being seen and not being hit, rather than simply absorbing high-caliber rounds. The Centauro 2's lower thermal and acoustic signature, combined with its ability to rapidly change position after firing, offers a different but equally effective form of survivability. When combined with the superior situational awareness provided by its digital sensors, the Centauro 2BR is designed to win the engagement before the enemy even realizes a threat is present. As the calendar moves into 2026, the signing of the contract for the next 96 units marks a point of no return for the modernization of the Brazilian cavalry. This procurement ensures that the Army will have the critical mass necessary to equip its mechanized brigades with a world-class anti-tank capability. The geopolitical implications are profound. While neighboring nations like Chile maintain a formidable tracked force with the Leopard 2A4, and Argentina continues to modernize its TAM-2C fleet, Brazil's move toward a high-tech wheeled force suggests a preference for a more versatile, expeditionary military. This fits perfectly with Brazil's role as a regional leader and a key player in the BRICS nations, where the ability to deploy force quickly across a continent is more valuable than holding static defensive lines. Ultimately, the Centauro 2BR is a symbol of a nation that is no longer content with being a consumer of defense technology, but is striving to be a developer and an innovator. The partnership with Leonardo and Iveco has created a vehicle that is tailored to the specific needs of the Brazilian soldier, from the air conditioning systems required for the tropical heat to the communication arrays needed for the vast distances of the hinterland. The investment of 5 billion Brazilian reals is an investment in sovereignty, ensuring that the braço forte of the nation remains capable of fulfilling its constitutional mission. The Centauro II-BR does not merely replace the Cascavel, it retires an entire era of military thinking. It replaces the heavy iron of the 20th century with the silicon, sensors, and speed of the 21st. For the Brazilian audience, this vehicle is a source of immense pride, a tangible proof that Brazilian industry and the Brazilian military are operating at the absolute cutting edge of global defense. As these vanguards of the cavalry begin to populate the regiments across the country, they carry with them the promise of a secure, sovereign, and technologically advanced future for the nation.